We just settled in. That first game after a road trip was always kind of difficult, always kind of challenging. So, we was able to just flip the switch, start to get the defensive stops, get on, rebound, and run. Got to our game and was able to change the game around. So, we got back to playing our style of basketball.
All
We
right,
know you pride
Howard.
yourself on being able to.
Go ahead, Dave. Finish off.
Okay, yeah, we know you pride yourself on being able to play as many minutes as needed. 365. Does it help though to have not to have to play over 30 because you're up by 20? Is that stuff that you can sort of build up and save for later in the season, or is it irrelevant?
No, man. I'm 36 years old, 18 years in the league. Ain't no safe something for later on in the season. My body is ready to play whatever I need to play throughout the course of a game. I go hard while I'm out there, and then I start my treatment after the game. So I wish I could bank time. I wish I was Justin Timberlake in that movie where I can bank some time, but I cannot do that at this point.
Okay, on to Kyle Goon, please.
LeBron, at halftime, I think the Pelicans were shooting 61%, and you guys were shooting 40%. You were down by a point. You guys were winning turnovers, free throws. What do you think you demonstrate when you are able to hang in games and eventually win games by competing in ways that aren't just shooting?
Well, like I tell you all the time, every game has its own challenges, and every game is different. So you got to be able to adjust. They came out and they shot the ball extremely well to start the game. Bi was 8 for 9 at halftime, and Zion was getting into the paint. They did a great job of playing some really good basketball in that first half. So we just came in the second half with a little bit more, tried to slow them down a little bit more, give them some different reads. But we stayed in the game in that first half, like you said. We was able to get to the free throw line. We was able to turn them over and get some fast break points, so that definitely helped.
Okay, Dan Woike, please.
Hey LeBron, what's the favorite part about where this team is at 14 games? What do you like about what you're seeing?
That we continue to get better. I feel like we've gotten better every game. We continue to learn each other, and I told you guys that our film sessions, and our games are going to be like practices as well, because we're a close, a new group, for the most part. We got five guys that's been in the rotation this year that was not in the rotation last year, and Dennis Dominguez, West, Mark Trez, and Taylor. So we continue to, the more minutes we get, the more games we get, the more opportunities we get on the floor, and then the film sessions just helps our growth.
Okay, Bill Oram.
Hey LeBron, could you talk us through the putback dunk after the Kuz miss? And then as a secondary question, you are 36. At some point you're supposed to stop doing things like that. Is there anything physically that you feel like you can't do that you could have done 10 years ago?
Yeah, but I wouldn't tell you that. But I continue to put myself in the best condition I can be in. I train my body and I train my mind every single day. I come into the arenas or the facility, and I get in a lot of extra work. Preparing my body, preparing my mind, and hopefully I can continue to do what I'm doing right now at 36, and see what happens. But I tell you, I don't think that I can go to 46. We can go from 26 to 36, but I don't I don't think I can go to 46. And I also don't think my wife would like that. Pretty much, she wouldn't like that either.
Okay, Dave McMenamin.
Another one?
Well, Brad, this is I think the second highest 3-point percentage of your career thus far. I mean, we're only 14 games in or whatever. You made a couple tonight. You go perfect from the free throw line. Earlier in the week, Frank Vogel said you're the best shooter on the team. There is a guy on the team tonight that moved up to the top 10 list of all-time three-pointers for the Lakers and KCP. Are you the best shooter on the team? Have you ever been the best shooter on a team before? And where does KCP rank in that conversation?
We got a lot of great shooters on the team, man. KCP, great shooter. Wes Matthews, great shooter. Kuz can shoot the heck out of the ball. Dennis Dominguez can shoot the ball as well. AD can shoot the ball. So we got a lot of great knockdown shooters. Now, obviously, if someone say bet, I'm gonna take my. Obviously, you guys know I'm gonna take myself. That's just the competitive nature in me and the work ethic that I put into my shot. But I feel real good with my shot right now, both from the free throw line and also from the 3-point line. And I want to continue that. Just continue to give defenses different styles of my play. Playing pick and roll basketball. Playing in the mid range, playing in the post, getting out on the break where I've always been pretty good. So continue to keep the defense off balance. It will help our team in the long run.
Okay, last two quick questions. We have Brad Turner.
What's up, Brian?
What's up, B?
Hey, look, but Dennis is playing defense like he did in that second quarter. What does that do for the team? How disruptive was he out there?
I mean, you saw the energy, man. And, right now without fans in Staples Center, which we miss so much, man, just having a defender like Dennis Dominguez did, being able to pick up full court and get like 2 or 3 consecutive steals or deflections to get us out on the break, get us into it got us right back into the game. So, big time on his part, man. He's been doing it all year for us. And, it takes the offense, opposing offense out of a lot of stuff that they want to do, either coming out of timeout, having a set play. We're able to disrupt that and disrupt that with Dennis being on the ball and, just leads to a lot of energy for our ball club.
Okay, and last question, Melissa Rowland.
Hey, LeBron.
Hey, Melissa.
I have an off-the-court question for you tonight.
All right.
You've obviously been very outspoken for a long time about politics and social justice. I'm curious if there was a particular moment where you said, enough's enough, I don't care who I alienate, after something specifically happened where you're like, that's it, I'm speaking up.
I believe when I was in Miami, it was a Trayvon Martin situation. Hearing about that story, having 2 sons of my own, and thinking if I sent my kids out to the store and they never returned, and then the information that I got back was the information that I heard in the Trayvon Martin case, how heartbroken, how mad, how disappointed I would have been, not only with my community at that point in time, but with the police, the policing, either if they had a badge or not, the neighborhood watch or whatever the case may be during that point in time. That was the moment where I knew that it was much bigger than just basketball. And myself having the platform that I had, and us as the Miami Heat had at that point in time, we spoke on about that. You can go back and look at a picture of us having we took a picture with all our hoodies on. And just showcasing that just because we got a hoodie on, that doesn't mean that we are a criminal, that we are someone that means harm to anyone, and it's just a piece of clothing. I believe at that very moment, that's when it began for me, because it hit home for me when I thought about Bronny and Bryce.